After Donald Trump was booted from mainstream social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, he decided that he was gonna take a stand. He's gonna create his own platform. He's gonna be an entrepreneur who creates something that's just open and free, and he can really express himself and communicate with his fans and supporters. But less than a month after launching it, he decided that he didn't want to do it anymore. So this communication platform from the desk of Donald J. Trump, as it's called, apparently was not something that Trump enjoyed doing, probably because he didn't get the endorphin rush that people typically get when they're tweeting and seeing likes and retweets and all of that. The page from the desk of Donald J. Trump has been scrubbed from Trump's website and will not be returning, according to his senior aide, Jason Miller. In fact, Miller also said that it was just auxiliary to the broader efforts we have and are working on, Miller vaguely said in an email correspondence, because he's lying and doesn't have anything specific in mind. He also said, hoping to have more information on the broader efforts soon, but I do not have a precise awareness of timing.
That statement could be about literally anything being shut down.
I know.
A social media account, an entire campaign, a juice stand. There's no content in that. There's as little content in that as from the desk of Donald Trump, actually. Yeah, he quit because, like as you said, he's sending the messages, and I think technically people can like it or whatever, but he's not participating in a conversation. He's not able to browse and respond to messages. And like to the extent that it does mimic some of the functionality of Twitter, like for instance, I think that you can like posts. I don't know, I haven't done a broad analysis, but I have to imagine the number of likes he was getting was 1/50th what he was getting on Twitter, maybe. Like you literally have to go, like Google from the desk of Donald Trump, go to the website, load it up. It's not social media, it's anti-social media in every sense of the word. It must have just felt so small and pathetic in comparison to what he once had.
Oh, you're right. No, I didn't really think about the embarrassment that he might have felt.
Well, and now there's inside reports coming out from later on today saying that the fact that it was being mocked so much, that it wasn't getting a lot of traffic, it was not a replacement for Twitter, it was just too embarrassing to go on. He felt humiliated, emasculated.
Keep talking dirty to me.
Utterly demoralized.
I love it.
And now he was so embarrassed at his continuing failure that his only retreat was more obvious failure to shut down the entire thing.
Ooh, goosebumps.
Oh, what a loser.
But okay, so look, he hated that his little blog, that's what it was. It was a blog, really. Couldn't drive the news cycle, luckily, the way that Twitter did, right? On Twitter, this is the thing that I hated about his activity on Twitter. It wasn't so much that he was active on the platform and certainly did spread quite a bit of disinformation on it. It's the fact that the media allowed his Twitter activity to drive the news cycle. And now that that whole dynamic ceases to exist, I'm enjoying the news a little more than I did previously, right? Like I don't want his tweets to drive the news cycle. I think it's stupid and I hate it. And the reason why it's not driving the news cycle is because his blog doesn't have the same addictive business model that is inherent in the Twitter and Facebook model, right? So it's intentionally set up in a way that keeps you scrolling, that keeps you on the app, on the site, nonstop. It has an impact literally on your brain, right? It's supposed to trigger the reward centers of your brain based on the number of retweets or likes you get. That well thought out model is not implemented in his little blog, right? So on a very personal level, he wasn't experiencing the addictive nature of what he was doing. There was the humiliation angle that you perfectly outlined, and I hadn't even really thought about it, John. Just like the fact that he wasn't getting as much attention doing his from the desk of Donald Trump nonsense. And so there you have it. He's decided to end it less than a month after launching it because it's embarrassing and it doesn't really work.
Yeah, it was small and embarrassing. It doesn't really work. He's been struggling a lot with things like that lately. But there are two downsides. So one downside is that he might be willing to jettison the blog because he's apparently about to start his rallies again. So that's coming. So prepare, hold on to your butts, prepare for that. The other, I don't remember. Oh yeah, so the other is that yes, it's very annoying that it was so consuming of the media and all that, but then at least we knew what he was saying. Like, he's still gonna be communicating with his followers. They're still like, they're working in lockstep on the whole like August coup thing and all that. But we're not gonna have an easy way to occasionally like check in on them with the insanity in the plans.
Wait, hold on.
They believe he's gonna be president again in August because of a coup. And he's been talking about that too. See, it's happening, it's not as public, it's still going on. So that's my only concern, is that now we don't know about the crazy, which might be the only thing worse than knowing about the crazy.
In this country, ignorance is bliss, because now I know about it, right?
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Nothing.
You think
He's
that
not gonna...
no one's gonna do anything? You think anyone?
No. Well, they might storm the Capitol or something.
Oh yeah. I'm sure the Capitol Police and the National Guard are they're prepared. They're preparing for whatever's gonna go down in August. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Just like they prepared for everything else that happened in you know on January 6th.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so. I would rather just remain ignorant about it. Because
you know what? Forget about that. Just focus on how humiliating it is.
No benefit in this country. You think Biden's prepping for that?
I agree.
Jeez.
Anyway,
all right,
it's gone for now, and that's good.
We'll see what happens.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.